What's up, YouTube? This is your boy 12 from Garage 3000. Total bummer. I just went through this whole process of, well, I'm still going through the process, but I've just gone through a lot of the process thinking I was recording, and I was not. So I've caught it. Now I'm trying to just rectify that whole situation by bringing you up to speed. So yeah, let's see, where do we start? Let me see. All right, so the very first thing I did was some research. So I looked on YouTube. There's a gentleman who has an awesome video. It's just broken up into a lot of parts. So I just watched the first one. I kind of skipped around. I don't really know because I was just being impatient. But yeah, his video is definitely what prompted me to do this, and also what gave me the encouragement to do this. So I'm not a mechanic or anything. You all know I'm just a DIY/dad. So I'm out here. It's Memorial Day. First thing I did was I took this off. This is just part of the airbox and the air filter system. In order to, and I don't even know now that I have this off if it was necessary, but I just took this off. It just it unbolts right here. 1, 2. You pull this side out and then pull that side off, and it slides right off. It'll slide right back on. So I just got that out the way, and then I went to the process of undoing harnesses, which again I'm not sure I needed to do. Like this one didn't seem like I needed to touch that at all, so I'm putting that back. I took out a screw here, and I have all my screws in the bag. If you can't remember where your screws come from, if you have any issues remembering that, then you just want to put your screws back where you found them. So once you take them out, just put it back, just screw it right back in there as a placeholder. A lot of these screws are kind of self-explanatory, so you don't really have to do that, but whatever. So I disconnected this. The reason I took this off is to disconnect this whole bracket from this intake manifold, which you have to lift up in order to get access to your spark plugs. So the firing order is 2, 4, 6, and then you have 1, 3, and 5. I just wrote them up here, and I wrote on top of the coil packs here. So 2, 4, 6, and I have 1, I have 3, and I have a 5. So 1, 3, 5. You can actually see the spark plugs mocking you. Well, you can see the coil packs mocking you right here from the side. And so this is what I use as a guide to try to figure out how to get to them. Just, hold on, let me move this stuff out of the way. I just look down and like you can see it right. You see if it'll zoom in. Like you can see it right there. That's the tip of the boot. So it's like I'm right here. You can't get me. Nana boo boo. But whatever. We're gonna get it. So you know what? Hold on. Let me put these back because I did not need to take all these off. I just needed to lift this bracket up and get it out the way. So I'm gonna clip these back on real quick. Those are just sensors like your oxygen sensors and whatnot. So it doesn't take long. Let me just clip these back where they belong because it was totally unnecessary. And I don't want you to have to do that because it's a waste of time. So all these clip right back to where they came from. If you did take these loose, just know that they clip right back. It's nothing hard. So clip all these back, get my oxygen sensors back. This guy right here was attached to the top here. So I did use a small ratchet, pop these 2 screws off, and then pop this guy off. If he's being tough, just put a flathead screwdriver in there, put the flat tip in, and then twist it. Always put it in and then twist. It'll pop it right up without jeopardizing the integrity of the part. So what else? Yeah. So then, like, there's 2 brackets that this thing slides. I mean that this whole bundle of wires slides into. All you do, matter of fact, let me just put it back in so I can show you how easy it is to lift this up and out the way. Boom. So now it's back in place. All you do is lift it up and it slides right out. Slides right out and out the way. You have some of these push brackets you want to get unclipped with some needle noses. Just get to the back of it, pinch them in, slide them out. So that's out the way. And now your wiring bundle is not touching or not connected to your intake manifold, and it's gonna be able to move freely to come up. Now this is being held in by 7 screws. You have, 7 bolts. I keep saying screws, sorry about that. It's being held in by these number 12 boots. There's 12 millimeters. They look like this. Let me see if it's zooming in right. But this is just 3 of them. But I'll put them back where they were just to show you. There's some places, but okay. Just to show you. So I use my T-handle. This is not the right one. It's over there. I use my T-handle, got in here, boom, pop that one off, boom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the easy ones, because they're right in the front. Just like these 3 spark plugs are the easy ones right in the front. It's being held in by just a screw. And I actually I disconnected my fuel injectors here in the front just to have more room to move this around. Don't worry about numbering these, because they can only go in the specific place they're meant to go in. Like this one can't accidentally cross over to there because the wiring isn't long enough. So it's just not gonna work. But so yeah. So I get all these back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all out. Like I said, I just popped that in, screwed them out. The ones in the back are probably the more difficult ones to do. But I'm not sure if it's because of my height or my long arms. But I just stood up here and I just reached back. Matter of fact, let me get my tool set up with this number 12 deep socket, my small ratchet, and my 3/8 ratchet. And if you count these grooves on the manifold itself, let me zoom in. All right, let's just count these grooves. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. In between number 3 and number 4, if you go straight back and down, there's a number 12 socket back. Number 12 bolt back there. It's not as long as the ones in the front, and mine is ugly. But so this is it. You won't be screwing forever, but this is it. So this number 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, straight back, and I'm able to just reach back here. So I'm pretty sure. If you're not tall enough to do so, just get a milk crate or something, or whatever you need to stand on, and just how far down is it? Maybe about a couple inches, maybe 2 inches, but it's like right there. I'm already screwing this back in, and I'm screwing it back out now so I can take it out. But so boom, that one's easy to reach. The other side is just the same. Well, not just the same, but yeah, it's just the same. It's another small one. So these aren't terribly long in the back, so you won't be screwing nearly as long as you're screwing when you're screwing these guys out. And they're still not horrible. You can use a drill actually. Zip those out. Zip, zip, zip. Matter of fact, I might use it to put it back in so I can torque it down. This one on this side, I personally didn't get rid of all these hoses. I didn't take off all these hoses. You can, I'm sure, to make it a lot easier. Let's count again. You got 1, 2, 3. Actually, you don't even need 3. You got 1 and 2. You go down between. Actually, right here. It's not even between. It's probably like right on number 2. You go straight down on number 2. Straight down back in here. I'm gonna reach around this way. Boom. There's another screw, another bolt. He said, "There's the hole. I got my finger in the hole right there." Boom. I don't know if you can see my thumb. It's waving, but that's our second bolt. So you can get to it if your hands are small enough. You can get to it various ways. Some people say they've gone up under it. This particular one, if it falls, it's not the end of the world. Once you're screwing it out, if it falls down, it's not the end of the world, because it's actually a straight shot down to the bottom of the engine. So it will end up on the ground. It won't end up stuck in your engine. The other side, I'm not really sure. But at least this one, back it out slowly. You don't want to lose. Of course, you don't want to drop all of them. I challenge you not to drop them. But I popped the nut initially with my tools on both sides, that one, and I'm gonna call that number 6 and number 7. And then I started backing them out with my fingers, and just kept backing out while pushing forward, backing it out. And then once I felt that it was officially out, I just slowly turned my tool up like this and brought it out the engine. But you could do it half. Maybe yours is magnetized. If yours is magnetized, God, I love you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna buy some magnets. I need magnets in my life. But now this is pretty loose. But something, I've gotten it loose, but there is something somewhere over here in this area, and this is how far I've gotten in my video. I'm gonna go ahead and just take some more, take some more screws out, just because. All right, put that inside my bag. Like I said, I loosened these before, so that's why I'm able to just use my fingers now and just rotate these out. But not 100% sure. Also, there's a bracket. Seems like there's a bracket up under here. Maybe I just don't see what that bracket would have to do with anything. There goes another. That's the 4th screw for the throttle body. Let's see if it moves. All right, it moves, and it seems like it's independent. There's a big gap there, so it seems like it's independent from this intake manifold. So what I have to figure out is what something here. I think I see it around the back. Not 100% sure. Is that what's holding it in? Let me see. Maybe disconnecting these hoses would allow me to bring it all the way out. There is something. The pipe back there. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But I screw here. God damn it, a bolt right there. And then there's one on the top of there, right there. Thinking if I take those two off, this bad boy should slide out. So we will see right now. I'm gonna unloosen those two. I just put a ratcheting socket back there. That should be easy. Is there anything in your way that you want to take out the way just to make yourself feel more comfortable while working on your endeavor? Please do so. If you want this bracket out of your way, take it off with these 2 bolts. Just move it out the way. That's your brake fluid reservoir. Just slide it out the way. I just don't want to have this. What was holding it in place, and I mentioned that I didn't want to take those hoses off because I didn't need to. But go ahead and take them off because this is not the right tool. Go ahead and take them off because you will need them off in order to remove the whole intake manifold. Just break the seal on this by lightly twisting it. And that should slide off. If you cannot remember where your hoses go, please label them, tape them off. You can use different thicknesses of tape or shapes or whatever you want to in order to label your hoses. I took a picture, and plus I have this very video, but now these hoses are gonna be stronger than me. Do I even need those off? You know what? I'm gonna take all this off just because since I got this far, I might as well take the whole thing out just all together. So gotta break the seal on a couple of these hoses. And I love this tool. You want to just grip it and spin them just to break the suction. You don't want to ever grip down too hard to the point where you rip a hose. And so once this spins, that one slid right off. All right, now she's out. Probably one more thing holding her in. Oh, only thing that's holding it in now are these brackets here on the back that are just clips. You see them right there? They're just clips. You just pinch them. Pinch them, comes out. Pinch them, comes out. That's that. Just in case you were wondering where did it go? Where this was connected, it was connected. This piece here was connected. I gotta keep moving the camera. It's connected right here. Right there. So it went here. Clip, clip. But so see this? These are the two brackets. These are the two in the back. They kind of come up at an angle. So if you could just reach your hand down there. Matter of fact, I might just draw a red arrow right here. But I'll remember next time, so whatever. But yeah, so boom, boom. Now I have this thing out. Intake manifold, it is completely out. It was not bad at all. It's time consuming, but not even really, because had I known what I was doing instead of just playing it by eye, it would have took a lot quicker. So now I'm gonna clean this area up and just clean it with some brake fluid, some carburetor cleaner and stuff like that. And now I have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my spark plugs. You see those 3 in the back are horribly dirty. Guess I can video some of the spark plugs being changed. I don't have the actual spark plug socket. I do, I just don't know where it is. And so I'm just using a regular 5/8 deep socket. And you know, I loosened up the spark plug. And now I'm gonna remove it. Since mine doesn't have the rubber piece in there that grips the tip of the spark plug, I'm just, look at that oil, that's bad. I'm just using my magnet to go in there and grab the spark plug, which is covered with oil. So, boom. Put this in the old box.